There is a frustration in the church world about the lack of depth and the apparent brick wall that you keep running into in trying to develop students who are passionately in love with God and who really believe that this is their church and that they are central to it. Gaffer Media is the result of a 2-year strategic planning process for youth ministry. We went back to the drawing board and said the church is losing the youth, the schools are losing the youth, what's going on? And what we believe has happened is just a paradigm shift in the way that teens communicate. And so we decided that we were going to shift from an entertainment-based youth ministry approach to a development youth ministry approach using the arts. For us, given our skill sets and where we're at, we knew that the first step for that was film. Last year, we were approached by the Center for Congregations to submit an application for a competitive grant in the state of Indiana for youth ministry. There were hundreds of churches who applied. We were one of the few churches in the state who were awarded the grant. It was a $30,000 matching grant. The word was out, and World Mission Broadcast came to us and said, tell us about what you're doing. And so World Mission Broadcast said, we want to help partner with you in what you're doing. I cannot tell you what that did to our students and our congregation when I stood in front of them and said, I want you to understand what our own denomination has done.
The film that the students came up with is the idea of a young teenager is the main character, and she and her family go through a huge tragedy, and in the midst of this she finds God. And as she's finding God, her parents are leaving God, having nothing to do with him. The marriage starts to fall apart, and we just see the struggle of this teenage girl going through this life, trying to be that glue that holds everyone together. This production and this process that we're going through has really been able to give me teachable moments for students that I just wouldn't be able to get inside a classroom setting. We're not saying that every congregation should go out and jump on board with film or the arts, but it's important to look at your students and assess them as to where they're at.
We've had students in this program who came in really not even knowing if they believed in Christ, who've gotten saved. And so our long-term goal when we set out in this thing was to say we really want to transform the concept of what youth ministry is, to really raise up a generation of leaders and communicators who come out of our programs, come out of our church, ready and participating in the sharing of the gospel using their language, their skills, their media, their arts.